What are some things that I mentioned here that interest you? Whoa. Hello everyone, my name is Lisa and I'm the Viet Vegan, cause I'm Viet and I'm vegan, and let's do some February favorites. Yes, it's late. I had some stress slash anxiety slash eczema issues at the beginning of the month, so that's why I didn't post any videos for a week. But here we are, a little late, but better late than never. So let's get into it. A lot of you guys know that I've been trying to be more like ethical when it comes to clothing and food and produce and blah, 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 blah. It's not news to anyone probably that the labor cost and the labor production and like working conditions of people who work in banana fields or harvesting cocoa or harvesting chocolate or like any of that whole process, it's not very ethical. Like, they get paid nothing in unsafe working conditions and for very long days, and it's not fair. I want to support more ethical living, obviously, because I'm vegan and I care about the world, and I also care about people as much as I care about animals. If you guys don't know what fair trade is, I'm gonna leave some links down below. I'm also gonna leave some links about why bananas are not fair trade, as well as chocolate and coffee. So I've been trying out some fair trade bananas. I got these from Whole Foods because you guys mentioned that's where you can get them, and I didn't realize that. I usually just skip the whole produce aisle at Whole Foods because like it's like ridiculously expensive. I've actually been able to find a lot of like staples that I get at Whole Foods cheaper there than I would at like other grocery stores, which is really weird. I should probably do a video about that. I'm sure you guys would enjoy that. Anyway. Bananas. These are actually not even that much more expensive than conventionally grown bananas. These were $1.10 per pound instead of 79 cents a pound. For a bunch of bananas, it ends up being like maybe an extra $1, but I think that $1 is so worth making sure that the people who are harvesting your food are properly taken care of and properly paid for their work. Maybe it's just me, but I think they're tastier. I feel like they taste more banana-y, if that makes any sense. Like the conventional bananas I used to get, sometimes they would just taste like emptiness, whereas these ones like actually taste like banana. Does that make any sense? Another thing is a favorite of mine for the month of February is lemons. That sounds really random. I know, like who picked lemon as their favorites for the month? Way back in the day, I centered my whole blog around lemons. Not everything was like lemon flavored, but like my logo had a lemon in it, and I just like really loved lemons. I've been drinking lemon water pretty much like every day. For a giant lemon like this, I usually cut it in half and then I squeeze it into about this much water, almost a liter. I think a liter is 32 ounces of water, or is it 24? I don't know. I've been really enjoying having the lemon water every morning. It's like kind of nice. It makes me feel fancier. It does help my digestive system, and there's discourse out there saying that lemon helps detox the digestive system or detox the body. I don't really know if I believe in like detoxing because like that's what your liver is for, but it makes me feel good, so I'm gonna do it. Another food item that I want to mention is this Belsoy soya chocolate dessert. I don't know why they don't just call it pudding. Maybe it's because like there's Omni people out there who are like, oh, you can't call it pudding, there's no milk in it, or whatever garbage like that. This stuff is really good. Normally this box from Whole Foods is like $6, which is unreal. Found it at Costco for $12 and you get 12 cups. No, you get 16 cups total. So 16 divided by 12 is a much better payoff than 4 divided by 6. Yeah? So if you guys live near Costco, check your snack aisle for some of this chocolate dessert. It's chocolate pudding. The last food thing is also another thing that I found at Costco. This Better Than Bouillon like broth paste. It's like concentrated broth that you dissolve in water, and it tastes so good. Like, it's so good. This whole jar was, I think, also $6. I think it was maybe $7, but you get 19 liters of broth. 19 liters of broth, that's ridiculous. Normally when you buy like one of those big cartons of broth, it's like a 1 liter of broth for $3 or $4. You get 19 of those in one of these. So good. It just takes up less space, so you have to buy things less. It's less labor to like pick it up and carry it. It's just, this is great. It does taste like Western broth. It doesn't taste like Asian broth at all. So I know that a lot of you guys are aware that I love mushroom broth powder. I've used it in so many videos. I actually lost my jar of it. I have no idea where it is. It tastes good. It's good for like Western type dishes, whereas the other one is good for like more noodle type dishes. Although I have used this one for a noodle dish and it tasted fine. The base of it is a mirepoix. If you guys don't know what that is, it's a combination of carrots, onions, and celery, which is like the basis of a lot of French and Western style cooking. I highly recommend. So if you don't have access to the mushroom broth powder that I use all the time, you can totally use this. I'm assuming because it's at Costco, it's pretty widely available. So that wraps up food. Next on to more like skincare slash not skincare. You'll understand what I'm talking about in a second. We're gonna start off with the Diva Cup. I just sanitized this so it's clean. You know, I can touch my face with it. If you guys don't know what a Diva Cup is, it is essentially a period cup, a menstrual cup. You fold it up, you put it in your hoo-ha, and it collects all the blood. and it's amazing. I had my period late last month. I probably because I was really stressed out, but I used this and it's just like, it's so awesome because there's like no waste. You use this, you put it in, you drain it, you rinse it out, then you put it back in. It's so easy. There's no like fumbling or like that crinkle crack of like wrappers. Not that you would be changing this like in public that much. Like you can keep this in for 12 hours and it's awesome. But it's just like, it's made my period like feel less like a period. Like I do have menstrual cramps, and at the very beginning, I was very aware of like where it was in my body. That was like maybe 3 or 4 months ago. And like now I just kind of like, it's in there. I'm like, all right, it's just another day in the neighborhood. Someone told me once that tampons have been tested on animals before, and like most of the tampons that you can get in your vaginal hygiene aisle at the grocery store or whatever, they're made by like companies like Johnson & Johnson and Unilever, which notoriously test on animals. So, you know, it makes me feel good that I'm not supporting them anymore. I also just have like a mountain of tampons now that I don't really know what to do with. I know there's places I should probably donate them to, but I just haven't gotten around to doing that. If you haven't had the chance to try out a menstrual cup, it's gonna change your life. It's amazing. I only have to change it like twice a day instead of like changing your tampon like every 3 or 4 hours, because like I was like one of those paranoid people that I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna have toxic shock syndrome or TSS. Let's just say tampons are stressful, and this is very not stressful. It's a little bit of a learning curve to like, you know, put it in there, but I've gone on way too long about that. But that thing, it's amazing. Let's move on to skincare. A lot of you guys have been asking me what I use for my eczema, and to be honest, I didn't really tell you guys because I was using a combination of different things and I wasn't sure what was working, and things weren't really working that great, and you know, I have an eczema flare up and it's crappy. But Derma reached out to me and they sent me a couple things related to eczema, and like I have a hard time finding products for eczema sometimes because a lot of them use almond oil, and like I'm allergic to almonds, and like I haven't been very aware of whether or not I get a bad reaction whenever I use like almond oil or something like that. I just like avoid it. I'm like, it makes me itchy when I eat it. I should probably not put it in my skin, because your skin does absorb stuff, right? So I've been using Derma and they got branding changes and it looks really pretty. It's clean. It has very marked on the back that they're like renewable, cruelty-free, GMO-free, gluten-free, soy-free, recyclable, wind energy. And they sent me 3 things actually. The oil that I got, I don't love as much. It's okay, but I really like these ones. This one is the Eczema cream. It's like a really thick, rich cream. I use this on my entire body, like after a shower and stuff like that. So I really like that one. And this is the Derma Itch Relief Lotion, which is what I use on my hands, which is where I have like the most severe eczema. And it's been awesome. Like I was using last month the Acure lotion, which I liked, but I found that this was a lot nicer. And because this has tea tree oil, I just feel like it's like more medicinal, and I really like the way it feels. It's kind of tingly, and like if I have a lot of cuts on my hand, it's a little painful at first, but after I just kind of let it chill out for a while, my hands feel really nice. They feel kind of like soothed, and like I guess that stinging makes me not want to scratch it, and that like keeps me from tearing my skin apart. My Whole Foods didn't have this cream, and I'm almost out of it, as you can tell. So I wanted to get more, but they didn't have it. But I found this one online, and it's the same cream, different bottle, different packaging. Kind of expensive, but if you're in my situation, you have like pretty intense eczema, I thought it was worth it. So that's good. And the other thing that I've been using on top of that, this is what my dermatologist prescribed to me. It's called Epicerum Skin Barrier Emulsion. I told her that I didn't want to use anything with steroid creams in it. This is a topical cream. It's good. I like it. If you have access to a dermatologist, maybe check this out, maybe ask them about it. It was expensive. I don't have insurance, so I had to pay for it out of pocket. It was $60 where I live. It's pricey, but it helped me a lot. Another thing that I have been liking, I just realized like after like 26 years of not knowing my skin type, I always thought I was dry skinned, but I'm actually combo and like more leaning towards oily on my face, which is really weird because like I have eczema, so you'd think I'd just be dry, but I'm not. I switched to like a more oily complexion / combo oily formulated products for my face, and I just found that like my skin just like was so much happier about it. I got fewer breakouts, my skin just felt better, and so I've been really loving the OSEA Blemish Balm. Really light face cream that feels really nice, and it's been really good for my blemishes. I have like acne every now and then, especially when I'm stressed out. I also have a discount code down below from OSEA if you want that. They're a really great company. They're kind of expensive, but when it comes to like face creams and stuff like that, like I find it's kind of worth it. And plus I really like that they're cruelty free, they're vegan, they're made in the US. Like I just feel like I feel good about supporting like smaller companies like that. They also have a bunch of other things. I have like an algae mask from them. I bought it. I just haven't used it yet. I need to like be better at like self-care and like making the time to like do masks or take baths or like do things that like I know make me feel good, but I'm just kind of like, no, there's so many things I have to do, so I don't have time to do that right now, but that's on my to-do list. The last kind of like beauty item is this eyeliner. It's the Stila liquid liner. It's got like a felt tip pen. It's pretty great. I love it. I've been wearing the same look on my eye since I was like 15 or 16. It's like a wingtip kind of thing, and I always struggled to find like a good cruelty-free eyeliner that didn't smear everywhere. I liked the e.l.f. one, that was okay, and I didn't really find it smeared too much, but the packaging on it, like I don't know what was going on, but it was like shedding, and I was getting all these like little black flecks everywhere, and I was just getting really frustrated, so I had to stop using that. And then I got the Essence one, which worked like beautifully for about a week, and then the end of the tip started drying out. That one was $3 though, so if you like want to use that for like, if you want to get like one every week for $3 each, you know, it's $12 for eyeliner for a month. This was $24, and I've been using it all February. It's been great. It doesn't dry out the way that the Essence one did. And Stila was just announced as cruelty-free again. They were selling in China, and then they pulled all their products out of China so that they could be cruelty-free, which is awesome. All right, so moving on to like more lifestyle stuff. I feel like everybody knows about these for some reason. I don't know why. I found these off of Rianne. Basically, like things that are on Rianne's channel I end up buying. Like I checked out OSEA because of Rianne. I checked out this pop socket because of Rianne. I bought a bunch of foundation and makeup because of Rianne. Basically, I saw these pop sockets, and like if you're anything like me and you're very clumsy, there are times where I'm watching like YouTube on my phone or whatever, and I'll be like laying down and I'll just drop it on my face like all the time. And I found that I did that significantly less once I had this pop socket. You can design it different ways. It like sticks to any case. It pops up, it pops down, and it actually acts as a really good like fidget toy. And I actually ended up ordering more. So I ordered this multicolored one because it matched my case better. You can reuse them, so you can pull them off and put them on any case that you want. I had this on a purple one before. It's been really nice for me to like fidget with if I'm in public and I'm getting stressed out, or if I just feel kind of anxiety. I just kind of like mindlessly play with it like this. Like pop it up and push it down, and it's been really helping me from not scratching. The next thing I want to talk about are shows or online things. So the first thing is from Netflix. I binge watched 3 seasons of Jane the Virgin throughout February, and it was a little life destroying, but it's absolutely captivating. It's like told like a telenovela style, but funny, and they kind of like poke fun at soap operas at the same time. It's very meta humor. It's a story that it's centered around people of color, which is pretty awesome. So yeah, Jane the Virgin, go watch it. The next thing I want to mention is when I was 16, I was really into YouTube. I watched all of the Vlogbrothers at the very beginning for the first 2 years. And because of the Vlogbrothers, I also discovered 5 Awesome Girls, 5 Awesome Guys, 5 Awesome Gays. Like these are like the OG of the YouTube community back then. Philip DeFranco, back in the day when he was Sexy Phil. I remember watching those videos. I rediscovered 5 Awesome Girls, and like they had just posted a new video after like, I think it was like 3 years of not posting anything. They were just like as awesome as I remember when I was 16. I was like, oh my God, you guys are all still awesome people. You are all still nerds. Like, and a lot of them kind of are vegan, or I don't know, Haley said that she's a fair weather vegan. I don't know what the heck that is. Kaylee, for example, is still really into ethical living and reading, and like they're all just still awesome people. So if you don't know who 5 Awesome Girls is and you want to see some original YouTube style videos, like go check out 5 Awesome Girls. They all have their own individual channels now. They're all huge compared to me, so they don't need me telling you to go check them out. But I like fangirled like 16-year-old Lisa because I was like, oh my God, it's 5 Awesome Girls. I spent a lot of my time watching these videos, okay? So that was pretty cool. DFTBA, moving on. The last channel that I want to kind of talk about is Andrew Huang. I discovered one of his videos. He made a MIDI Baroque unicorn, and it is incredible. You need to go check out this video. It is hilarious. His videos are really cool. Even if you don't like recording, or if you're not super into music, his content is super cool. It's really cool to be able to like see how to like produce a song or produce music, and like the different kind of technical aspects of that. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I'm a huge nerd. Anyway, I'm not really in music anymore. I used to teach at a music camp, and I still am involved with a lot of the music community because a lot of my friends from music camp are musicians now. but it was just really cool to see the background of it, and like he's a really funny guy and he has such a creative way of just creating videos. Like his videos are just really, really cool. So please go check it out, especially if you like music. That wraps up my February favorites of the month. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or if you want me to make a video specifically about any of these things, like for example, I know you guys have been asking me about the Diva Cup. I will make a video on the Diva Cup. I don't know when. It's gonna happen though. And I'm sure that you guys will probably ask me more about my eczema kind of stuff, because obviously the creams are just one thing, but like there's a lot of different things that encompass eczema as a whole. And I know a lot of you have also been asking me for a gluten-free update. I'm still gluten-free. I don't love it. I don't know if there's a huge difference. I will probably make a video about that again later, but that's where we are now. So if you guys like this video, please hit that thumbs up button, comment down below. Let me know if there's anything that you saw here that interests you, if you have any other suggestions, because you guys seem to know your stuff when it comes to suggesting things. Like the fair trade bananas, you guys got me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a delicious day. Bye!